Hola people, I have to make this video quick as possible as a kind of urgent emergency announcement of sorts and an update presentation. Um, for starters, I'm not sure what's going on, but my internet keeps disabling on me repeatedly. Every few moments it will just disable for no apparent reason. It started when I moved around some data and cleared out some caches and whatnot to make space for making making space to upgrade my Hangouts app so that I could do the interview on the first, which may not be possible now because for whatever reason my internet will not stay active for more than a few moments at a time. This may be a temporary problem, or it may be something that I fucked up with the phone. I don't know, but if I disappear, then I guess that's it. You know, so I have no other method by which to make contact here, and well, this is pretty much everything to me. So that really sucks. Not to mention how important that interview was for me and for everyone involved, including you. But shit happens, I guess, right? In any case, um, I've received word about people's responses to my post regarding having been stabbed in the face. Uh, Nobody is to be taking any action in response to that. Um, I understand that and I'm flattered. I really am that you guys care about me and that you back me up when needed. That so many of you come to my aid and that so many of you seem to care that you care enough to come to my aid when I get damaged or when I need assistance, but when I ask you to post something from time to time, you can't manage to do that. Not talking shit, but I'm talking shit. In any case, as you can see, I've managed to heal it up fairly quickly. Usually it would have healed faster than this, but you saw the gaping wound that it was, 2 days ago. So here it is now, almost completely healed, which should stand as a testament to how powerful the impulse that I'm working with actually is, how heightening your metabolism in that manner can actually affect you in a beneficial manner and cause for your body to heal very rapidly. Not to mention the fact that it's very difficult to do damage to my body. Throwing a serrated knife directly at my face and actually landing the hit that, regardless of where it landed, should very well have been a death blow, but I mean, it barely made it into the bone, and that in itself is already healed. So I'm just saying that should stand to as some sort of a testament to the reality of what I'm talking about when I tell you that this Kundalini impulse is a powerful thing and that activating it can be a very beneficial factor in your life. But back to the matter at hand. Nobody is to be taking any action, and I am, in fact, reestablishing myself, reinstating myself as director of the initiative, as it seems Randy kind of bugged out. I didn't have the balls for it, I guess. Sorry, Randy, I'm not meaning to talk down to you, but you ditched. You really just you talked a big game just like the others before you, and then you just kind of ran away when shit got tough. So I guess I'll have to handle everything if I'm able. But as I said, the phone keeps cutting me off of the internet, so who knows what's going to happen now. Hopefully it's just a temporary issue and maybe tomorrow it will be fixed, which tomorrow we will be officially celebrating the first annual anniversary of our Heavy Metal Fest Day, which should have been on the 25th, but we had the party at the Fantasy, and I was preoccupied. I went on my own spiritual voyage, my monthly outing, my isolation period, wherein I deal with certain various meditations, including sleep deprivation, for the sake of reaching a sort of altered state of perception, wherein I usually get these pretty cool visions and imageries and ideas that allow for me to come up with brilliant new concepts to deal with. This one in particular was very cool, and I can't wait to share it with you guys, but the time does not allot for it at the moment, and I seem to be sabotaged. Of course, as I mentioned, the hackers have returned, so that could be a factor here. It could have been somebody hacking my phone causing for this to happen, but whatever it is, we'll get to the bottom of it and we'll fix it up, and hopefully we'll get it covered by the first so that we can do the interview and keep on track here, especially for the Remnants program, which, as I was saying, when I went on my isolation outing for a few days there, 3 days, I believe, uh, the Remnants program jumped up a great deal. Like, we gained 53 members from what I can tell, and they're all interested, they're all invested, they all have an interest in it, and they're active, and it's moving along greatly. So anybody who's interested in sharing experiences about synchronicities or about psychedelic expeditions, about dreams, about any sort of spiritual sort of endeavors, so to speak. Anything, any cool stories you wish to share, any teachings you have, any knowledge, any questions you have, anything at all. This is an investigation that we're launching into the nature of reality itself. And so, by its very nature, it includes all of you, and every one of you that partakes, every one of you that takes an interest in this and joins in with the Remnants program. You own it. It belongs to you. It's your tool to do with as you please. And this investigation is meant to be, shot at the heart of existence. We're trying to figure out an absolute situation. We're working together to find out what is shared common reality amongst us all. We're trying to ascertain what reality actually is, and we do have a pretty good idea. We not only do we have a pretty good idea, but we have good leads on it. In the catalyst events that the imperative is identified, we are ready, set, go on this one. So join us at the finish line. Jump in with the Remnants program, get active, talk to each other, start discussions, get to know each other. We're building a community, a scientific community, in effort to launch a research program into reality and spirituality, metaphysics itself, and also, uh, the program was initially inspired by the fact that a friend of mine who I trained with when I trained in DreamWorks when I was younger, when I was a teenager, um, 17 and 19 years old, thereabouts. And I knew this young man my whole life. He's been a friend my whole life. He was always the most proficient traveler and dream worker that I'd ever known. Between he and I kind of had a rivalry going on as to who was the more proficient dream worker, and he bested me by a long shot in every regard. But for whatever reason, he locked himself away from the world for a while, and so did I. We isolated. We hit bottom. We found the boundary. We hit the wall together, and what we found there, what we saw there, kind of disturbed us to the point where we walked away from the world for a little while. But Frank, my friend who I'm speaking of, Frank Nieves, he walked away a little further and for a little longer than me. He became a hermit and totally isolated himself for a long, long time. And it just so happens that he decided, for whatever reason, to return and to actually join the Facebook community, which is something we'd have never expected him to do, something he was vehemently against. He actually decided to up and do that. Not only do that, but happily join in with the Remnants program at just the very moment where it started to kick off its launch. So there's a very there's a solid representation or a solid example of a hardcore synchronicity for you right there. I mean, what more proof do you guys need? I got stabbed in the face with a serrated blade, and it healed in 2 days. Not only did it not kill me, but it healed in 2 days. Okay? That's because of the Kundalini impulse. That's not because of some fluke. That's because my body is capable of doing that, because I equipped it to do that, because I went through the discipline and the training to make that a possibility. I taught my body how to do that. Now, Frank, who would never have joined Facebook ever before, who hated it, in fact, joined at just the moment that the program that was founded in inspiration of his actions, of he and I were the first two amongst us to prove that we could actually share dreams, that we could enter each other's dreams. And that's what the program is founded on. Eventually, we hope to make of the Remnants program a shared dreaming program to teach everyone how we can actually achieve a shared dreaming state and create our own world, our own dream world together. That's one of our major goals. There are others, but that's one of them. And we can do that. We know that it's possible. We fully intend to. And it just so happens that Frank's going to pop up at just the time where it counts the most for no apparent reason whatsoever. What more evidence do you need of a synchronicity occurring? What more evidence do you need of this Kundalini impulse? What does it take to show you guys that there's something to this? All you have to do is get active. All you have to do is put forth the effort. I hate to have to use the term again because so many people either love it, hate it, or just have distaste for it, discard it, ignore it. But God helps those who help themselves. There is a meaning and a purpose in that phrase. Just stand up, just take action, and the world will back you. It will provide you, it will give you what you need, and we will always be here to help you. So long as I can connect to this internet, I will be here to help you, to guide you, to give you whatever you need, and I have it readily available. Any information, any guidance that you require. I know I'm not the perfect example of the perfect person, but where it comes to this work, I can show you things you didn't think were possible. I promise you. Any one of you, no matter how proficient a spotter you may be, I promise you I can show you things that you never imagined. And Frank, fuck me. Inspire him, motivate him to get active, and you're going to see some shit that even I don't believe. Mind you, believe. Bear in mind that no matter what it is you believe in, if you believe in religion or you believe in science or you believe in both, you're believing. Science is a faith-based institution. It's you have faith that the laws of physics will apply. You have faith that there will be an effect for every cause. We have faith that there will be a cause for every effect. We're going to teach you what that means if you get involved. But I'm sorry if I frightened anybody. It was really meaning to be kind of like I don't know what to call it. My post about the stabbing the face. It was really kind of meant to be a joke, really. Hey, look what happened to me today. Sort of thing. I wasn't intending to get anybody upset or frighten anybody. or piss anybody off. And as your director, officially, once again, which, mind you, considering that I've become a renegade operative and starting Soul Mechanics in the Remnants program, the initiative has technically been hijacked at this point, and you do have a renegade director, so keep that in mind. Shit's gonna get pretty weird from here on out, because I'm gonna pull out all the stops. So long as I'm able, I'm gonna make sure that we go to the extreme and we do everything we can to make shit happen, and to have a lot of fun doing it. So get amped, get excited, get juiced, get with the program, be excellent. Excellence is a habit. Train it. And having faith means knowing that you run the show. And we're going to show you exactly how to do that if you're just willing to put in the time and the effort to pay attention. Pay attention, spend time, and you will purchase magnificent experience. I promise you. So that's that. Pretty much I'm issuing an affirmative direction here as your official director. Again, no action is to be taken. We do not threaten people. We do not hurt people. Okay? I don't give a shit how hurt I've been. I certainly, it sucks that I kind of have to live in the same situation now as I did growing up with my father being, for all intents and purposes, abused by somebody who can't control themselves and taking advantage of the fact that I won't hurt people and pushing me to the point where I almost do hurt people. That's pretty sad. That hurts a lot. That I have to be pushed to the point where I almost have to break my own rules, break my own soul, just to get my fucking point across when it's the simplest fucking thing in the world. Any child can understand it, but that's that. Friends, family, initiates, members, anybody involved. Nobody is to be launching any threats or taking any action against anybody for any reason here. Nothing is to be done. That is a direction, an affirmative direction from your director. Cut the shit. Nobody is to be placed at, if anybody's to be placed at fault here, blame me. If you need somebody to attack, if you need somebody to threaten me. Go to Soul Mechanics and troll the fuck out of me if you want. Just, if you're gonna do it, be excellent as you do. Troll me excellent. In any case, I'm perfectly fine. I have nearly almost recovered, and I will recover fully, and business will get taken care of. There are problems in consideration to me receiving my license and getting this job covered. I'm not going to blame anybody for it. It's just everybody always has excuses to procrastinate, and thereby I become the procrastinator. So again, blame me. I'm unable to complete the tasks that I need to complete because of other people's procrastination. Blame me as the procrastinator. Everybody I know does. You can go ahead and do it too. But nobody is to be blaming anybody else or taking any action against anybody else on my behalf. I very highly appreciate those of you who are still, even though I've issued this direction already in my public service announcement, and I've removed the posts that were revealing the identity of the perpetrator. People are still speaking to me on Messenger telling me that they have intentions to take action. No, you will not take any action whatsoever. In fact, no reprimands will be issued, except, of course, for the factor wherein I will, in fact, reprimand you for taking that action should you choose to. So just back the fuck off. Everything's fine. Just please support the initiative, support philanthropy, support the project, support the Remnants program. Just get involved. If you want to do something to help me, do that. Be excellent in public for everyone to see. Show the world how great you really are. That's all I'm asking. Thank you so much for your time. Kila Salai, Teriyuni Siari Namaste.